Hello and welcome to Mr. Wiley Teaches Math. Today we're going to be talking about lowest common multiple. So a multiple is a number, we can think of our multiplication tables. For example, like 9, multiples of 9 are 9, 18, 27, 36, and we can keep going on with those. And 12, their multiples are 24, 36, 48, 60, and we keep going on with those, and 20 would be 20, 40, 60, and we'll keep going on with those as well. So we're going to do these until we find the lowest number that's common to all three lists, for 9, for 12, and for 20. Right now I see two 60s, so that would be, if I didn't know my multiplication tables, I'd keep going up, 45, 54, 63. Okay, I didn't hit 60, so I'm going to have to keep going. So this can be 72, 81, 90, 99. And let's bring these ones up a bit and see how we do. So 72, 84, 96, no more common numbers, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, and I can keep going later if I need to. Okay, so I don't see any common numbers yet, so I'm going to keep working on this. 99, 108, 117, 126, 135, 144, 153, 162, 171, and 180. Okay, now I've got two common ones. It's the first time I've hit between those two rows. So I'm going to keep going with my 12s. I was at 96, so 108, 120, which is common there, but not in that list, so I have to keep going. 132, 144, 156, 168, 180, which I believe is common between those other three lists, so there we go. There's the smallest number that was common. It was a multiple of 9, 12, and 24. So our first method to find lowest common multiple is just to list it, all the multiples. I wouldn't get too far ahead of one list than another, so I can cross-check back and forth until I find the smallest number that repeats in all lists. The other method, method 2, involves the prime factorization. I'll write down the three numbers. So this is those factor trees from the other day. So the 9 is a composite number. So two numbers that multiply. I think I only have 3 times 3. Those are prime numbers, so I'm finished. There's my prime factors, and I'll come back to those in a minute. 12, I could do this a few different ways. Let's do 3 multiplied by 4, and we get 3 times 2 times 2. I think those are all, 3 times 2 is 6, times 2 is 12. Okay. Let's do 5 multiplied by 4. We get 5 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. I think those are all prime numbers, so those are my prime factors for 20. Just like we did the other day for our greatest common factor, we're going to reorder these. And I'm going to start with my 12. And I'm going to list out these again, nice and neatly. 2 times 2 times 3. Okay, I'm going to do the same for 20. Actually, maybe I'll do 9 next. So I have no 2s. I'm going to leave that blank. No more 2s. I do have a 3 times 3. Okay, so I'll line those ones up. That's important. And for 20, factors were 2 times 2 times, I have to go all the way across to start a new row, 5. When we did greatest common factor, we were looking for columns that were completely filled in. This is a little bit different. We want to take every column and multiply them together. So to find the lowest common multiple, we're going to take 2, we're going to multiply it by 2 times 3 times 3 times 5. And I can go across. 2 times 2 is 4, times 3 times 3 times 5. 4 times 3 is 12, times 3 times 5. Now we're at 12 times 3 is 36, multiplied by 5. And I'll have to do that to the side. 36 times 5. 5 times 6 is 30. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 3 is 18. I get up 180. So my lowest common multiple using this method is 180, and my lowest common multiple using the other method is 180. Either way works fine. Again, this one works well for smaller numbers or lists that maybe have 2 numbers in it instead of 3. And the prime factorization number works well for larger numbers that I'm starting with, or numbers with maybe 3 or 4 in the set. Thanks for watching. Be sure to find the assignment pages and additional examples on the class website.